Do you want to know 6 mistakes that a lot of people make on their eczema healing journey? Well, stay tuned. I'm about to share with you. I'm Abby, registered holistic nutritionist, creator of the Conquerors skincare line, and also host of the Eczema podcast. And I am here to share with you today on the mistakes that people make. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you can continue to get helpful tips like this on your feed. And one big mistake that people make a lot is actually only relying on diet to help their skin get better. And why this is a big one is because if you remove certain foods from your diet and your skin gets better, and then you reintroduce the food again, and then your skin flares up again, it shows that there can be an underlying problem that was not just the food that was the issue. And this is a big thing because we don't want to constantly have a fear of foods and a fear of being on certain diets for the rest of our lives. We want to be able to eat and not be restricted by our eating. And a healthy body also means having healthy attitude towards certain foods that we eat and not having a fear of those foods. So what is another mistake that people make? So leading on from that previous question, a big mistake that ties in with that is not getting tested to find the root cause. So if you're only relying on your diet to help you feel better and you are not doing any testing to find the root cause, then that is a really big issue as well. You want to do testing with a holistic practitioner, and yes, of course, get your routine blood test to test for vitamin deficiencies or even to check your thyroid levels and even your hormone levels as well, and other regular checkups that you might do for your blood test, but also do either functional tests, which shows you can do a GI map, which shows your gut function and whether there's overgrowth of bacteria in your gut. Or you can even do other functional tests as well, like heavy metal tests, if your practitioner suspects that you have had heavy metal overload, which I did. I did a test and I found that I had a lot. Or you can even do things like live blood cell analysis, or you can even see a Chinese medicine practitioner who can look at how your internal organs are doing by just looking at your tongue and the health of your tongue and also feeling your pulse. So traditional Chinese medicine has their own way of diagnosing people as well. So those are just a few of the ways, and I'll go into more detail in another video, but testing is super important and a lot of people miss out on that and they think that it's just the food, but it's really not just the food. So it's a combination of things. So for myself, when I had testing done, I found out that I had an overgrowth of bacteria inside of me and I had fungal issues. And also I had adrenal issues, my thyroid levels were off, and I had a whole host of other things, but I wouldn't have known that if I never got testing done. So that is super important, and make sure that you get testing done. The other mistake that people make is when they only rely on creams to heal the body too. This can include creams or even topical medications or steroids. The eczema is really something that's happening inside of our body. So we really want to heal the body from the inside out, and we want to help our skin get better. So when we're only addressing it topically, that doesn't really help solve the root cause, and it's just a band-aid approach. It's just like if you had a car and the light came on, you wouldn't just cover it with a tape or a band-aid because the problem would still be there. So the other mistake that people make is neglecting their oral health and not getting it checked out to see if there are any hidden infections, any overgrowth of bacteria, because 45% of your bacteria in your mouth is also located in your gut. And we know that 70 to 80% of your immune system is located in your gut. So there's definitely been studies that have linked dental infections, amalgam fillings as well, and studies on child tooth decay to eczema as well. And I've shared before that there have been dentists who have shared that when their patients cleared their infections or amalgam fillings, their skin cleared up too. And some of them even cleared up within 1 week. Other mistakes that people make are not looking at environmental factors, whether it's in your house or the products that you're using. So mold can be an issue too. And I interviewed a mold expert who said that he found that in the States, 80 to 90% of homes have mold in them. So if that big of a number has mold, imagine, what happens when people are living in a place that has mold in it. And 25% of people don't have the gene to detoxify the mold from their body. And so even if there was mold in your house before and you removed it, it doesn't mean that the spores are gone. They can still be there. So that's one thing to look into too, is that you can get tested for that as well. I know a lot of you have told me before that you had mold in your house, so I just wanted to point that out as well. So I hope that these were able to help you today. Of course, there are so many other things that have been overlooked sometimes. So let me know in the comments below if you've ever overlooked anything in your healing journey. I look forward to sharing more videos like this with you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and I look forward to chatting with you as well. Head to my site, eczema-conquerors.com, to get my free ebook on 6 ways to clear eczema naturally. And find me on Instagram, Facebook, and on my podcast as well. I am at Eczema Conquerors on social media. And find me on your podcast player at the Eczema Podcast. Take care, and I hope you have a great week. Bye.